Is up, gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode on the channel. On today's episode, I wanted to discuss the clear correlation between how a poor mindset, a poor way of thinking and living your life leads to a poor financial situation, a poor wallet, and ultimately a poor standard of living. There's three key things that we need to discuss, and first is going to be how your thoughts ultimately shape your reality and the relationship between a poor mindset, poor thoughts. Two, we'll actually look at how you can eliminate a negative energy in your life. So how do you look at your life as a way to bring positivity and positive energy in everything you do, and how that actually has a tangible impact on the successes that you want to have in your life in all areas of business and all areas of your personal life. Lastly, we'll look at the comfort zone conundrum, where a poor mindset leads you down the path of least resistance, which leads into a total comfort zone, which over time can actually wear away at you. You may not notice the disadvantages immediately, but over time, your lack of ambition and your lack of pushing through, well, you're going to have to pay for it. Number one is that your thoughts ultimately shape your reality. This is quite a difficult concept to grasp, but what you focus on, what you aim at consistently, eventually becomes the reality of your life. What you are in here becomes what you are out there. The people that are truly successful, that achieve success in the areas that are important to them, they dreamt it, they believed it long before they actually became that thing. They put within their mind the ramifications or person that they knew that they needed to become. They thought as if they were the person that they needed to become, and eventually they became that person. The person that is very, very negative in all areas of their life, where everything is a challenge, everything is an obstacle that cannot be overcome, that has a consistent way of reinforcing a negative thought in their mind that they cannot achieve something, or that circumstances out of their control are going to hold them back from the things that they want. Well, actually, that's going to be true. All of the things that you have imagined, all of the negative scenarios, the horrible scenarios of financial, of emotional, of whatever it is, turmoil and lack of bliss in your life are going to manifest themselves exactly as you put forth. The law of attraction, whether you believe it or not, is not about putting up a spiritual woo-woo, I'm attracting because I'm a magnet. It's all about putting your mind in the most positive frame of reference, where you only encourage positive thoughts. Those positive thoughts trigger in you a motivation to actually do the actions, to perform the actions on a day-to-day basis that lead to the outcomes you want. A good example of this is the fat person. The fat person that wants to get healthier. They know that they want to get healthier because they want to live longer, they want to be more attractive, they want to be able to play with their kids, whatever it may be. But this person has the idea in their mind that because generations before him or her were always fat, they're always obese, they're always overweight, they begin to justify in their mind that there's nothing that I can do. There's no path that I can take in order to become more healthy. If I have the opportunity to eat healthier, to go to the gym, well, what's the use? Because at the end of the day, my fate is to always remain overweight. My fate is to always be unhealthy. So they lack and they lose that drive, even though they're presented in front of them the opportunity to actually tackle the issue that is so important to them. Their mind begins to justify why it's pointless, why it's useless, why they'll never get to where they want to get to, because everything in their life shows them that they can't get there. And that simple switch of saying, I can and I will, and it is possible, will actually give you that pep in your step, that kick, that extra bit of push that you need to actually get up and do the things that you need to affect serious change in your life. And that's the power of a positive mindset. It's not about attracting the things you want out of magic or letting them actually come into existence out of thin air. It's about putting yourself in the prime position to take the risks, to take the actions, to make the moves that you need to make in order to affect the right changes in your life. And number two is the power of energy, the power of motion, the power of actual electricity in everything that you are and everything that you do. Right now, I'm speaking to you from my core, my truest self, my most authentic self. When I speak with energy, I speak with enthusiasm, I enunciate, I speak in a way that is so true to who I am, and I give it my all, I give it 100%, I hold nothing back. Well, compare this delivery, compare this energetic delivery to, hi guys, welcome. Today we're gonna be talking about how to actually have a positive mindset. Put those two pieces together. Put X and put Y. Which would you rather listen to? Who are you more likely to believe? Who are you more likely to actually accept the words for. And this is the power of energy. There's nothing in your life that you're going to not put energy towards and it's going to reap some sort of reward. You reap what you sow. You get what you give. And this is the same with energy. If you want energetic outcomes in your life, well, you have to put in energy. And in order to do this, you need to live a healthy life. You need to be fit. You need to sleep well. You need to go to the gym. You need to actually take care of your body, take care of your mind, to be able to bring forth the energy that you wish, to extract the things that you wish out of the world. The same is true when it comes to energy in dealing with people. Whether you're selling someone on a business or whether you're selling someone on yourself, a lack of energy leads to a lack of connection. Think about the last time that you sat with someone and for some reason in your mind, you had this idea that they didn't like you. You're so conscious about this person will never like me, or I'm not enough, or I'm not high energy enough. Then that idea, this feeling, though you may not be saying it, you may not be speaking those words out loud, they emanate in everything that you are. They emanate in your tone of voice. They emanate in the way that you look. They emanate in how you move. They emanate in how you actually speak the words. Energy allows you to project not only what you say, but more importantly, what you don't say. Bringing in this vitality into you, this life force, allows you to say things without having to say them. And this is the power of energy in everything that you do. Last but not least is the comfort zone conundrum. And a great example of this are two frogs. There's two pots of water. On the one hand, you have the boiling pot of water and you drop the frog in there. The frog immediately jumps out. The frog has no idea or has no inclination to stay in that boiling pot. It's too hot. Why would it stay in there? It's an excess shock to the system immediately and instantly. But on the flip side, you have a lukewarm pot of water and you put the frog in and it just feels like a cool and calm jacuzzi. The frog is having the time of his life. But you put that water under the heat and you start to take up the stove. Little by little, the water gets hotter and hotter. It starts to agitate and eventually it begins to boil. And the frog is still in there, unaware of his fate. He is boiling to death. And this is the comfort zone conundrum. It's not about the major events in your life that force you to react and to reflect. It's the small things that you don't do. It's the not waking up early. It's the 1 time, the 2 times, the 5 times, the time that you let go of your diet, the time that you decided to let that thing slide, the time that you decided not to stand up for yourself, to not go after this thing. It's these small things that cause no major impact in your life immediately, that stack up over the long term to become the person that you are. And this is the comfort zone. Most people stay within their comfort zone because they look at the alternative putting in massive energy, making a massive change, making massive moves as a price that is too high to pay. And they look at the immediate price that they're paying as too low. They say, it's fine. I'm fine right now. But you don't pay the price right now. You pay the price in the aggregation of all the years that you've stood by and you've agreed on being simple and you've agreed on not achieving any of your highest potential.